This is a photography story of two halves. Opportunistic landscapes in some of the most breathtaking scenery I have ever witnessed.
This is fantastic.
And a tale of hope and disappointment as we continue our search for the elusive snow leopard.
That's another day with no snow leopard. You got one? Go, we go.
The search for the snow leopard continues. This video is sponsored by MPB. Our day would begin not with an adventurous search for a snow leopard, or breathtaking landscapes that look like they've been painted by the hand of Bob Ross himself. No, we'd be honing our photography skills with these guys, camels.
Well, good morning everybody, and welcome to another video from Mongolia.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't thrilled at the idea of photographing camels when we have such beautiful landscapes and snow leopards out there. But my outlook immediately changed as soon as we got down into the valley.
This is fantastic. Beautiful light, stalking the camels, constantly chasing them, just trying to frame up the right camel, the right posture, and the right light.
Now these camels are not wild, so they're pretty easy to approach and to photograph. They move in a constant direction. So the trick is to get ahead of them, pick your frame, and then hope that one of them walks into the correct position with the right backdrop. And in my case, well, it worked out perfectly.
Okay. I think that was a success. I think we have a shot of the camel. Beautiful sunlight, backlit sunrise. Oh, fantastic. So I don't feel like I can improve on the camel shots I've already got. I'm actually more interested in the way that the light and the clouds are developing over the mountains this way. Wonderful clouds, beautiful mountains, colours in the foreground. I don't know, I just never get tired of this landscape. It's absolutely wonderful. Right. So we are currently searching for vultures, but we're not seeing any, which is a shame. They've obviously gone away, but I have to show you this landscape behind me. The colours, the shapes, the textures, the patterns, incredible. So I've got the 100-400 quick shot. It's windy, it's cold. Not sure how long we're stopping for, but man, this is something else. I'm just gonna have to lie down because it's too windy and I need some stability. And the textures are so cool. I'm going to try it with a polarizer, see if I can bring out a bit more texture. There we go, it's in my pocket. I probably don't need to lie down, to be honest with you, but it's just so windy. Oh, beautiful shot. I really don't need to lie down. The wind's dropped a bit now. A common theme for this trip is just go, go, go. I'm really craving a calm, still photo shoot. Don't think it's gonna happen. Ugh. Man, this place is amazing. We're just driving around and over every hill there's an image. Same shot as I took before with those incredibly coloured and textured mountains, but from this vantage point in the foreground, we have a herd of camels. Is a group of camels called a herd? I'm not sure, but it just adds that extra something to the image, so this is nice. The colours of those mountains and the hills are fantastic. Getting this shot, and then no doubt moving on. It's non-stop.
After a morning spent with the camels and these beautifully colourful landscapes, it was time to then head back to camp, have some lunch, refresh, and then go into the mountains looking for the elusive snow leopard. But unfortunately, Mother Nature had other ideas.
Well, unfortunately, with the strength of the wind, there's no way we're going to see snow leopards today, which is a shame. But now we're approaching sunset and the wind is kicking up all of the dust in the valley below. There's a dust storm and it's fantastic. So I thought I'd just get out, stretch my legs, go for a bit of a walk. And obviously got the camera gear with me. No tripod because it's too windy. So, you know, you're just as well going handheld image stabilization. So hopefully we'll get more beautiful images on the, you've guessed it, 100 to 400. Absolutely the Mongolian lens of choice. So just looking at the valley floor now, I couldn't resist. I wanted to get a shot. The light, this beautiful golden light streaming into the valley, and obviously all of that dust that's been kicked up by the wind is backlit. This looks beautiful. So really couldn't resist. I think for this shot I'm really going to go in quite long. I'm just going to be isolating the dust and the way that the light's hitting it for quite a nice, almost abstract shot. And it would really help if I could get this lens hood on. So at the minute I'm just sort of scanning the landscape with the lens to try and pick out compositions. Let's have a look. There we go, just a couple of quick shots. I don't know if I've got anything special, but it's well worth shooting. What else am I going to do? Just sit in the yurt all evening and yeah. Nah, it's good to get out. Let's keep on walking. Well, it's cold, it's windy, but it's not half beautiful. The sun has set now. And to be honest with you, I don't see a photograph, but I just wanted to come out for a walk. That's all I wanted to do. So I've come up to a little hill surrounded by, oh man, the Mongolian landscape is absolutely on point. Yeah, it's beautiful.
After a day of photography down in the valley and enough time for those windstorms to pass, we could now focus entirely on finding a snow leopard. But we were all filled with a false sense of security after seeing a leopard on our very first day. Our expectations were about to come crashing down to earth.
Fairly quiet afternoon, we've had lunch, we've been relaxing and we've all been editing our images, and we've just got word that we have to drive somewhere. And you know what that means? Could mean a snow leopard. Go, 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 go. Oh, this is exciting. I really want a second go at a snow leopard. Come on now, snow leopards await. Oh, we're off. So we can see the kill of the leopard over here somewhere, apparently. There we go, fresh goat. So we have leopard prints, we have a leopard kill, but unfortunately no leopard. Check this out. A sure sign that there are leopards in the area. So, there are no snow leopards as of yet, although we do have men all around the mountains searching, but sadly no luck. Saying that, what we do have is an ibex on a rock face silhouetted against the sky, so it's not a complete loss being out here.
Unfortunately, despite all of the positive snow leopard signs, there was no sighting on this day. But that's okay because, well, we had the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day after that as well. If only we would have known how difficult it was going to be. Minutes would turn into hours, hours would turn into days, just sitting around, waiting and hoping, only to be disappointed to get the call that it was time to head back to camp after another unsuccessful day.
All right, guys, we've got the call. It's snow leopard time. It's cold, -15 this morning, and that's a lot colder than it's been for the rest of the time that we've been at camp. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one. All geared up and ready to go.
Well, I have to say at this point I was not feeling optimistic for our snow leopard adventure. It had been 4 days since we'd had any kind of sighting, until we arrived at our location and received some intel which made me feel much more positive.
So the situation is as follows. The leopard has taken a horse. Can't believe it. So we've got eyes on the horse, but no sighting of the leopard yet, but there are a couple of guys up there looking. So with it have taken a horse and we see that, there's a good chance that today, this morning, we're going to get a leopard. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. So although we have a good kill, there is still no leopard. It's just a case of waiting around for the spotters to hopefully catch a glimpse. And in the meantime, we just wait. It's cold, it's about -12. I've gone for a walk up the valley. And look at this, the Altai Mountains in Mongolia. It's just breathtaking in this deep valley. And if you think the snow leopard could be absolutely anywhere, and they are incredibly well camouflaged. So yeah, it's beautiful. I love being here. Just gone for a walk by myself and very peaceful. I feel very small right now. Anyway, I'll give you an update if we get word of a snow leopard. Keeping my fingers crossed.
Whilst waiting in the valley, we got word of the location of the snow leopard we were looking for, so we relocated to put ourselves in a better position to see and hopefully photograph it.
Come on, baby, you can do it.
So that was quite a drive, but I have it on good authority that just over this ridge is a gorgeous view. So let's have a look. Oh, wow. Wow. Whew. Lunch. Right, we've just got word in there is a leopard coming this way. So I think we're going to hike back up to the ridge, but it's back on. It's not over yet, and we might just get one today. It's not looking promising.
Although there was a snow leopard heading our way, unfortunately the spotters lost sight of it and it disappeared into thin air. This meant that it was time to head back to camp. Or that's what I thought anyway.
So I was under the impression that that was it, we were done and going back to camp. But we're going a different way. So I think we're going to another spot to have one last attempt to see the snow leopard today. So the snow leopard, as I found out, is also known as the grey ghost. 3 times it's been spotted today, and 3 times it's disappeared. But look at this. Ooh, are these leopard prints?
Despite all of the snow leopard signs and the fact that the spotters had made 3 sightings, we were still unable to get eyes on that grey ghost.
Well, that's another day with no snow leopard. Maybe tomorrow. So we're about to jump in the vehicles and head back into the mountains. This will be the 5th day of not seeing a leopard. And I'm getting worried because I just made such a terrible mistake of assuming that on the very first day, before we'd even got to camp, when we saw a leopard, we saw one. We got off the plane and we saw one. And I assumed that that was going to be how the trip is. If I'd have known they were going to be this elusive and that we were that lucky, I would have enjoyed the moment more. I would have photographed a heck of a lot more. I didn't just want to flood my memory cards with a snow leopard sat still, but kind of wish I did now. I would have filmed more. I was tired and I made some bad assumptions. So now each day that passes and we don't see one, I'm getting more and more desperate. I'm sure I'm repeating myself. So anyway, as we head back into the mountains, let me thank the sponsor of this video, which is MPB. Now, if you don't know who MPB are, they're a place where you can buy, sell and trade your used camera gear. So if you've got a camera or a lens and you don't use it much and you want to upgrade it or you want to liquidate it and get some money, well, you can sell it to MPB. And it's dead easy. Go on the website, put in the gear, the condition it's in, they'll send you a quote. And then if you're happy with the quote, they will send you a shipping label, you ship it off and they'll pay you straight away. It really is stress-free. Perhaps if you're coming on a trip like this, you might need like a longer lens or something. So what you could do is you could buy a used lens off their website. They've got a ton of gear, or you can even just do a straight up trade. So if you fancy giving that a go, go to mpb.com. There's a link in the description below. But for now, into the vehicles, into the mountains, all our fingers and toes crossed, because I am getting worried.
And I had every right to be worried because this would be day 5 of no sightings. And most concerning of all was the look of worry on the guides' faces. It was clear that they were also concerned about not seeing a snow leopard in so many days. But all of that was about to change in an instant.
Well, I don't think it's looking too good. We seem to be driving and just chancing our luck by scanning certain areas. Whereas previously in the week had people out scouting, we've been getting words from the shepherds. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on, if I'm honest. Oh, maybe that's a good technique. What do I know? Nothing. Oh, some activity on the radio. Kick it off, people are running, people are shouting. We got one?
Miga! Miga! Miga!
Go, we go. We walk. Oh, right, we're driving. Which car was I in? Wrong car, were you driving, man? Right, which car were we in? This one. Flipping heck. Okay, ironically, I'm filming this on the Osmo Pocket 2 because my Osmo Pocket 3 inexplicably failed and stopped working at the most crucial, worst time ever. So, we are now hiking up towards the snow leopard. Hey, these are not easy hikes. Yeah, it's a struggle, but it's going to be worth it. Been waiting 5 days for this, desperate to improve on my last encounter with the snow leopard. So much more appreciation for everything now, after realising how hard it is to find these grey ghosts, as they're known. Anyway, we've a long way to go, so let's see what and if we see anything when we get up there. Over and out. Whoa, this place is beautiful. Wow. Climbing for quite a while now, and it's about to get a lot steeper. That's where we're going, up and around. This is you can see that's how far we've come, and it's brutal. Work. This This is real adventure. Bloody hell. Loose. This is the real deal. No footpaths, no health and safety. Just climb. Brilliant.
So we've been sat waiting for about 15-20 minutes or so, and there's still no sighting of the leopard, but we think it's there. We just need to get eyes on. If we do see it, I think it's going to be quite some distance. So at this point, I have no idea how the next 2 hours is going to play out. We might not even get to see the leopard, or it might all kick off and we'll get some incredible images. I honestly do not know. But what I do know is that the hike up here was incredible and the views are out of this world. So even if we don't see a leopard, very, very happy to be here. Okay, so just had a very, very brief encounter. Managed to film the leopard running across the rock, and I managed to get some photographs as well. But this leopard is so far away. It's an amazing experience, but even with an 800mm lens, it's barely a few pixels. Still exciting nonetheless. I wasn't kidding when I said the snow leopard was far away. Even still, it was a fantastic experience. The snow leopard walked across the rock face and disappeared out of sight. And we thought that was the end of our encounter. But what happened next took every single one of us by surprise. Now, it's not possible to see in this footage, but the very same snow leopard we were watching from a kilometre away had crossed the valley, walked up the slope, and come right behind us no further than 30 or 40 metres. It was a brief encounter, but my gosh, it was something special.
Well, what an incredible way to end this adventure and to end the video. Next week, Palace cats, deep snow, much, much colder weather. It's going to be incredible. It's this guy's birthday.
Oh, we've got to get the cats on
What's
my
your
birthday.
Instagram? What's your Instagram?
It's Phelps Photography X.
Yeah, I'll put it on screen. Give him a follow for his birthday. So this is Sair. Hello. This is the guy responsible for this very video you are watching. He lent me this camera whilst I went up to see the snow leopard. So please go to Instagram and give him a follow. His link is beneath and it's on screen here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
I'm getting brain freeze. Both up, bolted straight at me.